How's it going, everyone? Today we're going into episode 2 of our 1978 Gottlieb Dragon System 1. I don't think. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to pull all the boards out of our back box and take a look at them and see what kind of hackery we got going on. Like I said, what is missing here, I think what has happened is this game was sitting, and before they sold it, or they needed it, they took the good MPU out of it and put this one in. Because the connectors, all of our connectors are here for our driver board. We got a nice little problem there. And these should be the wires for our MPU. Plug in there, and a little one there. I have them tied down so they would hang up here and not fall down inside and got to reach down in. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is our power. Goes to our little power supply here. Because I followed those down. They go all the way down and right to our power supply. Our transformers down below supplying our power for our power supply. Now I'm sure we'll have to rebuild the power supply. I'll probably have to order some parts for this. MPU, I have extra MPUs, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull them all out and see which one is the best candidate to use. This one has a little bit of battery damage. Battery is missing, but you can put your battery terminal here and here, and usually have an external so you don't put that crap on your boards and have a problem there again. I see one of the dip switches is bent, but we have those too. The solenoid board is going to be the problem. I don't have another solenoid board, and as you can see, this one, that transistor has gotten just a touch toasty, and so has the other one here. It's gotten a little warm. Usually those have a heat sink, but they must have felt that one's not going to create enough heat to hurt anything. I looked at this one. Let's see, you have your little one, and then you have 1, 2, 3, which is 032. You come down and it says out hole kicker coil. And looks like we got one missing. Yep, just noticed that. Got that one missing, which is 30. And it looks like that might be our lamp. Nope. I'll get the book. We'll get the book out and we'll find out why that one was taken out. But they may have done, who the hell knows, they may have changed that out too. Kept the good one and put that one in here. Because there's another one down here that's gotten just a touch bit toasty. We'll get them out and take a look at them. I'll get the book and we'll see which. This one, like I said, this is the out hole kicker coil, which is this guy down in here that kicks it over. That one looks like maybe we had bad coil or something going on down in here. This one here that's missing, this 30, that 030, we'll have to take a look and see what that one is so we have an idea. And we're going to do some mods on this too. just to protect everything a little bit more. The system ones had a problem with bad grounds, so we'll take a ground off of all of our boards and ground it right to the frame, and we'll pick up a ground for everything, because that should be, yeah, there should be our ground coming in there. But that's what we're going to do. And we'll pull a ground off of each one of these boards and attach it to the back plate and pick it up here, instead of trying to pull it off, pulling it through the wiring harness. That's where you run into some problems on these two. So let's get busy. Let's take these out and see what we got to work with. Alright, we'll get our boards unplugged. And another reason why I think that somebody pulled all the good boards out of here and put this stuff in here is our power supply's only got one screw left holding it in. And that one, like I said, that wasn't even pushed on. That was just kind of laying on there a little bit. Okay, on these clips, oh, we better take that one off since they got it soldered to the MPU. There's just one little kind of a tab sticking out on these plastic pins that you just squeeze that in and they come right off. Pull it right forward and it comes off. Don't squeeze them too hard or you'll crush them, and then they're not going to be worth crap. Okay, here's our MPU. Got it out of there. Now let's get our driver board out. Same thing, just a little tab on each one of these. You just squeeze it a little bit, and it'll come right off of the stud. Some of these I like better than screws, but some people rather have the screws, rather get the screws put to you. Come on, there we go. I'm not even going to look at them. We'll wait till I get them on the bench and we'll both take a look at them. Or I should say all of us, not just both of us. One screw holding the power supply in. So 9 chances out of 10, that's not working either. Very interesting. But stupid. But, you know, the condition of the game, that's why they chose to rob it of parts. Because probably they felt that's not even the right screw in there. Because they probably felt that it would never be put back together. Well, they don't know me, obviously. Alright, now let's get these boards up on the bench and take a look at them and see what we have to work with. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we'll take a look at this power supply, which I found that plug. That one does come up from underneath. That one is there. Power supply looks good. We'll put a cap kit in it, that's for sure. And that should be alright. Should be okay with our power supply. I don't see anything else that's looks bad, but shit, who knows? Yeah, we need to get this board off of here, but I'm not sure what all we have to do. That's soldered. You might have to unsolder this guy here. Gonna bear with me, I'm learning as we go too. Sticking tape. Yeah, have to unsolder that power transistor in order to pull the board. But while we're here, let me go grab voltmeter. We'll see if it's any good. We'll put that on. Let me get you up here a little. There we go. Now you can see. Same thing, put your voltmeter on diode test. The outside here is going to be your one leg. .69 is good. And, ooh. Let's see, 1.4. Now let's see if this one's going to be like that too. Yeah, I do believe that we're going to need to change this. Oh, get back over there. 0.69, 1.4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's crapped out, so we'll put a new one of those in. Got to find out everything we need first before we start running and ordering parts. One. .55. Yeah, that one there too. That's a tip 31C. We'll change him out too. This one seems to be okay, but I will look it up. If it's a tip, another tip, I'll go ahead and we'll just put two new ones in there too. Do a cap kit. I think we'll change probably the 5 volt. Not going to say for sure. If I'm wrong, somebody will let me know. Okay, that's our power supply board. We'll rebuild it. Okay, let's take a look at our solenoid and lamp driver board. We know we got a problem here and here. Just that we know for sure. And we know we're missing one transistor there. Whoop, looks like we may be missing another one right here. Now check to make sure. Huh. Boy, that has gotten a little toasty. Yep, that one is missing. That has gotten a little toasty. Let's see what... Man, that sure acts like this got one hell of a power surge. I know you can't see right at the moment, but I'm gonna... Actually, it's testing good. They have just gotten quite a bit warm. Nice. God, that sucker blew out. Hopefully that board's okay, because like I said, I don't have another driver board. That's another one there. I'll have to look these ones up and see what... I'll look them up in the parts and see what we need there and here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it might be these three is the upgrade on this to put a diode on this outside leg. And that keeps it from getting a feedback and going up into your MPU. So we know we're going to need some transistors on this one too, so we'll get some stuff going. I'll check these. I'll see what those are, and get some of those coming too. Those should all be our lamps, or part of our solenoid, or lamps up top, whatever. But we'll get that stuff coming too. Okay, now the big question. Are we going to be able to save our MPU or CPU, whatever you want to call it? There's not much battery damage on it. Just a little bit down in here. No, you can't see. Okay, just a little bit of battery damage down in here. And it sounds like I have company. Alright, now on our MPU, you can see it. There's not a whole lot of battery damage. We have one trace that's totally missing, which is, no big deal. We can repair that, but my concerns are the connectors. You can see this is not the original MPU or CPU out of our Dragon. It's just, there's too many inconsistencies with this. This one's been soldered. Like they had wires soldered on it, and the plug is still in the machine. And let's see, these plugs are there, and they have wires soldered on them. This is the one that we're missing the plug, is the J6. And this tail here, whatever they did here, they soldered all that on, got that all pretty ugly looking. But I'm thinking this MPU, CPU, whichever, belongs with this driver board, with the burnt resistors and 2 missing. What a mess. But this we're going to have to repair. I do not have another driver board. I can buy a new one, a replacement, which I'm going to piss around with this one, and we'll see if we can't get this one going. If we can, we'll use it. If it's too far gone, which is, well, there not too many of the traces are missing. I think most of the traces are there. I'll clean it up and see what's there. If there's only 1 or 2 traces, you know, I can repair traces. We can get those. We have this one down here that's burnt, and I don't know why. Something got locked on in a machine, and this machine probably had good boards in it, and they threw them in there, threw these old boards in it to sell it. I'm not going to be able to repair these in this video. Power supply, no problem. We'll get that. Get a kit for it. I'll get a kit for this, just kind of a spare parts kit. That way, if our main one's bad and we can replace it too, I'll have it. So those two I got to order repair kits for, just to have the stuff on hand, so when I do get started on it, I have everything to do and I'm not reordering parts again. MPU, CPU. Here's the problem. I looked all day today and I cannot find edge connector housings. And this wire here with the 2 on it, everybody is out of stock of having this pigtail. The CPU, I have spare ones that we can rebuild and fix, but I gotta find connectors. I need this wire or that connector, and the J6, which is 3, 5, looks like 8 or 9 position plug. I'll look and see what I can find. I might be able to come up with this one. It's not going to be the original, but I might be able to come up with a plug that we can use on here. The problem is the wiring, is getting it wired correctly. Fun stuff. So I'm going to post this video of these boards in case somebody knows where I can get this wire or edge connectors for this System 1. And that's all we'll be lacking to put everything together to get the boards back in. Like I said, the rebuild kits. I have another board. I have, I think, 6 or 7 other System 1 CPUs, and we can pick out the best one and rebuild it where they haven't soldered and gummed up all the edge connectors. I have the wiring diagram for this, so if I do find an edge connector, it's just going to be a matter of chasing these back to where they belong and putting them in the right place. Fun, fun, fun. So that's where we're at on our CPUs, or our board set out of this machine. Now I found displays for it. Displays are not a problem. I'll go with the Wolfpack. I'll get 4 new ones because they're cheaper to buy 4 than to buy 3, and we don't know how good that one is. But then we have the 4-digit, which I'm kind of guessing that the 4 and that display work, because those are the 2 that were in there while they were pissing with this machine. So if anybody knows where I can find those edge connectors, I sure would appreciate the help. I'll throw a couple more posts out in a couple of the forums and see if I can't find something. I already have one post out in one of the forums looking for plastics. You know, I don't care if it's a full set or if they just have some plastics. You know, if we can get some good ones out of it, I can put a set together. Okay, I'm back. It's always nice in about mid-sentence your battery dies and your camera shuts off and you're left talking to nobody. At least with the camera on, I'm talking to you. So like I said, if anybody can help me out on finding edge connectors or this cable, I don't care if they're new or used. I just need housings. If I have the housings, I can repin it. Same with this one. I can repin that. But I got to have housings. I'm not soldering them down on the board. That's wrong. When you go to repair it, then you have to pull out half the boards just to get to one because you got crap soldered on everything. That one was soldered to the board and then probably right into the machine, and you had to cut the wires to get the board out. So, if anybody out there can help me, let me know. In the meantime, we're going to move forward on this machine. In the next video, we're going to start working on the cabinet and the playing field. We'll see how the cabinet goes. Hopefully we can get them both in one video. But I'm figuring as filthy as this cabinet is and tearing everything down, that's going to be one episode, and then the next episode will be tearing the playing field down. Or vice versa. I may tear the playing field down and then clean the whatever. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you're new here, then hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more notifications of my videos coming up. And the more comments you leave and likes, the more the algorithm likes my videos, and we'll move it around so people can see it, and maybe we'll get some more people on board. So until next time, see ya.